All right, y'all. Y'all back with the three truths. You got M right here.
You got Jay in the building, my fault, bro.
Go ahead. You got Zigazah.
You already know.
Zigazah dropping some more videos daily for y'all right here. Let them know Zah Mob.
Yes, sir. Go to Zahier World on YouTube. I just dropped a reaction video to Lil Durk to the newest song he just dropped. Go check that out. All my life, you already know, and just go show love.
And I'm gonna say this right now. That intro, fire, fire, my
Appreciate it.
nigga.
No thanks to my man Maurice for making it for me, and I just stopped the music. I really appreciate that. I really do.
I'm just laughing. You really, really scraped up some old '90s flow. You scraped up some Eddie track. You're like, yep, nigga, fuck out of here. I'm about to bias this bitch. Like, yo,
Yeah, everybody using old beats and making them drill. Why the fuck I can't do it?
I feel
That's where
you.
it's at.
But let's get into it right quick. What's with this Dirk and Young Bull bullshit, yo?
Young boy. Say young boy.
Young Bull, little bull, nigga, they all
Yeah,
goofy.
Yeah.
They all goofy with it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, they all acting like what their name says,
This
boys.
all is
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'm gonna be real with it. They all acting like little ass
They
boys on in
are.
front of these cameras.
All of this shit is just a publicity stuff, in my opinion. It could be real, because Dirk right now, he's doing a lot of trolling right now, but it's winning. He's winning off of it. Before he wasn't really trolling like that. 6ix9ine be more the one that's trolling and shit, but now he's trolling 6ix9ine now.
Yes,
And now this nigga is a full blown Latin rapper, singer and shit.
yes.
And it's like I saw a comment actually this morning that said, "What Dirk doing interrupting 6ix9ine while he on his Spanish rap shit now? Like, what's he interrupting him for? He doing that shit to get back at that nigga for fucking with him when his man died.
Yeah.
So it's like he getting at everybody. But he had me fucked up when he talking about meeting up with Dirk at a one-on-one at a telly and shit. One-on-one just then. That shit was like, oh, that shit was kind of skeptical. But he said, I'm just trying to beat your ass and make some money from it. That's it. And that could be a good little black bag right there. So while he dealing with Young Boy, he can make a bag off of that. I would say go ahead and make that shit happen. But with YB, I fuck with his music. I really do. He a young legend right now in the game. But it's like what the fuck? Like you could tell he hit that spot in Utah being on house arrest and them cigarettes, only smoking cigarettes and blacks and shit, no weed to mellow his mind out. I I just think he just need a blunt. I really need a little drink. Need to get out the house. So he gets out, but I mean like out, not just stay on the street because you can't be within a certain. You know what I mean? Like he needs to be going up and about because all that time to himself. That's why he able to put out that much music and it all sound the same and shit because he had nothing else to do. And with the beef, it's like shit. I don't got nothing else going on in my day. I just got to spend another day being monitored.
Yep.
That's it. So I might as well stir up some shit, get into trouble, but do that shit. If you gonna do that shit to an extent. Don't accidentally snitch on yourself, and now you got to go back to jail and trial and don't do all that just for some entertainment.
So you basically saying you are a firm believer that young boy's been in the house for too long.
Yes, I mean, and I know they had to really fight because you gotta think he beat a Rico. And ain't a lot of rap niggas beating no fucking Rico. He supposed to be in jail right now, which some people think. But
Mm-hmm.
he beat that shit. So he gonna take. They gonna give him. I think they said 5 years. Yeah, 5 years on house arrest. If he gotta do 5 years, if I was him, I'd just be hoping and praying that they up that shit. I mean, just bring that shit down to a year so I could get back on my shit.
There you go. I
But
feel you.
if I do have to rock out for 5 years inside the house, shit, I'm chalking it up to the game. It is what it is. Say what the fuck you want.
Arnez, can he stand on business and still be a real nigga and still be true to shit in the crib?
How was he flowing before that? Is the question. Because if he wasn't in the crib before standing on business, he can't do it now.
He was outside every day before
He
this.
can't do it. It's a hard switch. It's a hard switch. And he tried it a little bit, like you said, just go out, start trolling on the internet because trolls are making hella money on the internet.
Yeah.
So you can keep your money flowing. You can keep your money flowing. Start making some tracks, but you can still look on the internet and try to find a new flow from that. Don't just try to sit here and try to stick with the same flow on every motherfucking track.
Everyone.
So I'm sorry, I can't defend it. I can't co-sign on it.
I can defend it. He's not the only artist that makes repetitive music.
He's not.
Oh no, hell no.
He's not.
A lot of them
So
do.
we can't crucify a dude that is the only artist in the game currently that's doing Drake like numbers. I'm not going to say we count Bad Bunny because he's not in hip hop, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So YoungBoy is he's the one that's doing all these numbers, breaking all these records. I'm not saying that some of the music cannot be what some people may say is mediocre or not the young boy they want to hear. That can be true. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel like overall, it's possible that he's made repetitive music, but it is possible he's made great music other than the repetitive ones.
Yes.
And what artist hasn't? What artist hasn't made repetitive music? Like you said, had to go change the flow up, adjust to the time. They came out with better music.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like we should. My fault, bro.
Nah.
I don't feel like we should crucify him because Drake was being accused of getting his music written for him. Well, Jai, that was a lie. He didn't. He just was working with people. Artists work with each other and they write music. All right, cool. Drake has been accused of stealing people's flows. How many times have you heard Drake on a drill beat? How many times have you heard Drake get on the saw and say he was some bad Jamaican things? He's not from. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He literally has a way of incorporating the drill flow, the Jamaican shit. Then he goes back to the singing to the bitches shit. Then he give niggas the hip hop and the rap bars. But then he also reminds you niggas that he's Canadian.
Yes.
So I don't feel as though overall that we should crucify YoungBoy for making repetitive music.
I'm not crucifying. I'm saying I can't co-sign because it's
Yeah,
not his speed.
and I can't crucify him off of the strength of you gotta remember what Gucci Man was back in the day. He was dropping music, albums, damn near every month at one point. And they all I ain't gonna say they sounded repetitive, but it's just the fact that a lot of them did sound similar, but it's the fact that and people still gave him his flowers off of the strength that he's an artist still pushing out this much projects and this much music in a short amount of time that he's doing it. So when YoungBoy does it, I see it as that. But when I hear every song being the same two vibes, either the emotional, slow tracky, oh my baby,
Yeah.
or
Melodic,
the Baton Rouge beat, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
like that shit, and then he get hyped and start yelling and shit. It'd be like, damn, nigga, like when the third one? When
I
the
agree
fourth
with what you're saying because I listen to the baby and people say, "Oh, his music is repetitive."
one? Now
So,
him, yeah.
so I understand what you talk about, far as in like feeling like you hear an artist and feel like you just gonna hear that same sound.
Word.
I ain't gonna lie, when I hear Rod Wave, I know what I'm gonna hear.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I hear that type of music, I know what's you know what I mean. I don't need to know what the song called. I don't need to know who's featured. I know what the energy gonna be,
Yeah.
and that's just me personally. That ain't my energy.
Mm-hmm.
Not dissing it, not knocking it, but I'm saying I understand exactly what you're saying. Like if a nigga is dropping music every month and this nigga DMX is dropping 3 albums a year, he's bound to make the same song twice.
Yeah.
3 albums in a year, you know what I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah.
With singles, features, mixtapes, you make a soundtrack for movies. It's a lot. It's a lot of music for you to make, and you know what I mean. And it doesn't sound the same, like you said, especially if you give them that same beat.
Yeah, when you say that, I'm really starting to think about it, and I gotta be some kind of sympathetic too, because a lot of artists use like drugs and alcohol and other whatever to get their creative juices going and start testing out other shit. He's 9 times out of 10 completely sober for months, so he's running off of fuck. I gotta just do what I gotta do. If it
I don't
sound
think
good, fuck it.
I don't know what young boy do. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I do. I don't feel like young boy. So
Yeah, it's a chance, but it's like you got, like they said,
even if he can't smoke weed, he could take perks. he could take. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of them,
He can get some shots.
because a lot of them
He
opioids,
deliver
or
liquor.
like a lot of them pills, them niggas be taking, bro. That shit get right out your system. You know what I mean?
I thought his charge was like he can't indulge in any kind of substances or anything.
I'm gonna take it.
That's why he
I'm gonna
always
take it a
smoking the
step.
cigarettes and the blacks and
I'm gonna
shit.
take it a step further. If you truly telling me that he's sober and he's just in there just off of cigarettes and he's really acting this way, then I salute and I'm gonna shake your hand and everything you saying, because maybe I'm delusional and I'm crazy. I'm just not thinking. It's like, yo, it's no way. It's no way this dude is sober with a clear head and he just getting the buzz from tobacco that's giving him that much energy. Ain't no way.
I mean, shit. Or five for the Red Bull and shit. He could be drinking that and then just
I
be
listen to
recording.
his music. I just think that nigga's off pills and drink.
Mm-hmm.
That's my honest opinion. I think that nigga just take pills and he be sipping and he don't smoke weed. So when he's taking 2 or 3 pills and he didn't pour himself 2 or 3 ounces, he's just smoking a cigarette, getting higher. He just don't look like, I be seeing some of them videos. He don't be look. That don't look like no sober nigga to me. And if he is sober, and like I said, I'm wrong. I'm not saying him being high justify how he act. It explains it though.
Yeah. I'm
Him
just
being
saying.
outside and everything. I'm sorry. I can't. I
Like, no
cannot say
offense,
he was. I cannot say he
bro.
wasn't
No offense.
indulging in a lot of
No
shit.
offense. They said Chris Brown be out here playing with his nose. Let's just be
Yeah,
honest.
I heard about
I
that.
I'm
believe
not
it.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true, and I'm not gonna believe everything I see on social media. But when you see certain things for what it is, and you look at it, like Zah said, it seems as though everybody has a device or something that they use for energy.
I can say I don't think Chris Brown done it. I think he been around it a lot.
You
I
ever
can
think he
honestly.
done it?
Uh,
Shit, cause
Now
I can't. Cause he
that's
lost a
where
lot of weight one year.
he did.
that's
He
where
did.
you miss me at, because I'm not saying I believe everything, but when you see the signs,
I
it be
see the
like
sign. I see he did some,
his face
but
goes to full, like he been eating good, like he
yeah,
just probably put on
yeah.
some
I
food,
I know
and
what you're
then
saying.
the face goes to sucked in. You see the whole jaw structure,
Jawbone.
and he got a Newport in his ear. So like, what type of vibes is that giving? I'm not saying nothing, but you don't even put Newports in your ear.
Not anymore. I would tell you this. Honestly, that can also be on depression flow.
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm
No, no,
just saying
I'm just saying
let's
the other things that can do it.
let's acknowledge the fact that it's possible that
That he's tested it. That he's tried it out.
back off with
I,
tobacco with Zah saying that people use different devices. Flav did a joint with academics on off the record, and he admitted that nigga, I think it was cocaine or something. He was on cocaine for like 25, 27 years.
yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that they not going through shit. I'm just saying that a lot of people that we fuck with or might really like us acting, it's probably smoke butter, snort it.
Hmm.
They do perks every day. Rich Homie Quan was in a video with a sandwich bag with like 15 perks in it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I need those back. I need those.
But like I'm saying, because honestly, when you in that real deep depression mode and you can't eat, you can't even really enjoy life for real. What sustains you is sadly is a Newport 100, a
Yeah,
Maverick 100.
Even Kevin Hart had a pack of Newports in
Like
his back
yo,
pocket when he was arguing with Meek backstage, and that's
yo,
crazy.
I'm
And that was
telling you,
years ago.
I'm telling you, that be the one thing that literally carry niggas. Like literally,
Even Big Sean admitted that, because Nori asked him, he said, yeah, like, so what was it? Was it weed, liquor? He said Adderall. And Big Sean, I would have never guessed for
mm-hmm.
it to be a nigga like him to be off Adderall. So
Told you.
you just don't know, and like you said, you just can't judge. And we gotta agree with Zal when he said
Everybody got their niches.
they need that shit,
I ain't
man. It's
Everybody got
judging.
crazy.
something.
I ain't judging. I'm not gonna say they were straight on the hardest stuff ever. I'm just gonna say a lot of factors can be involved. And when you see a Newport in the ear, just know once you see that Newport in the ear, that nigga going through a struggle.
Like, nigga, you see Kodak, he be at the most lavish places, and he's still gonna
Smoke
smoke
a
his
black.
Black and Mild. Like, come
Yes.
on. Have some dignity, dude. No, he's gonna smoke the Black and Mild with $750,000 worth of jewelry with the suit on. He's gonna smoke the Black and Mild. He's gonna ass on the carpet. Yes, he is.
Now, as a nigga
Me,
that
I'll
grew
have
up
a Cuban
smoking
cigar.
blacks and shit, I can't talk down on him, but it's the fact that, like you said, he'll be somewhere fancy where it doesn't
You see
call
where I
for
said
it.
I didn't say period or in general or
Yeah,
places. I'm
yeah,
talking about you're at a lavish place
and you're
with a
doing
black and
that.
white men in black suit, $100,000 worth of jewelry. You got Shorty next to you, and Shorty's approving of you, smoking that mile, and you're at literally ashing it on the carpet, walking into the venue.
That's some ghetto
No,
shit. Now
no.
that's too ghetto.
Mhm.
Now
With
and
me,
now I
go
know
ahead.
At
niggas that's
least,
like that
at least
too, and
he's
it's
keeping
like
it real to be like, no matter where I'm at the Grammys or I'm at the crib, I'm gonna be
I don't
Yak.
give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, because I know niggas that's like that. Like if I do be in a better position and shit, and I take my niggas back home somewhere, they would do shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll like blow their nose with the mucus and shit. Clearly, people could see them smoking blacks, ashing it on the floor, trying to step on it to ash it on the ground. They'll do dumb shit like that.
Rolling up weed in Chick-fil-A and
Yeah,
places that in the mall, you just try to spend 5,000 to get you some new drip, and they just gonna sit there and literally roll. You about to get some
uh,
jewelry, and they sitting there right in the back. Like, yeah, we really getting money, you bitch ass
on
nigga. Dude,
live,
Mm-hmm.
drinking Henny, fucking doing yelling loud as hell, have niggas stare, but they don't
and
care.
guess what? They spent $0. You bought them
Yeah.
bottles and gave them the
And they'll also be the niggas that be hovering over your shoulder, and they'll be like, "Yo, that shit'll look hard, Zah. Yo, that shit'll look real
How
hard,
much that
B. I
joint?
ain't gonna hold
How
you."
much that joint? 10? Oh, you got that, bro. You got that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you see,
got bands now,
you see this joint over here. You see that little basic little
and it be
joint?
the
That hold
niggas,
it. That joint only three, man.
and
What's
it be the
up? Be that
niggas
one,
that
bro?
be
That's all.
like,
It's only
"Bruh,"
three. It's only three,
I be
bro.
like, "No, I'm good. I got a limit on what I'ma spend."
Zah, I just
Yo,
saw
what you
Zah.
talking about,
Zah,
B?
I
Like, you
just
could
saw
buy
you.
that. You could
Zah,
buy that. You making good off of that YouTube check, nigga. Like, what is wrong with you?
Zah, I just
Like,
saw
they will
you.
bet. They are like vultures. Like, they'll be on dumb shit like that. And it be like, it'll get to a point where you'll be like, all right, just to shut y'all up, I'll get it. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'll be on some real asshole shit. Be like, nigga, stop being on them broke nigga shit. Like, get the fuck
They be the
on.
niggas that
Like,
pocket watch and be like, yo, I just saw you
pocket
count
watch.
20K. I just saw
Exactly.
you up
This
30,000. Nigga, you ain't
this is
supposed to know what I'm
why
up, nigga.
this is
Exactly.
why I tell people so much. And I literally feel like famous people are literally being the factor that's glorifying these bum niggas that y'all grew up around. Once you elevate, they want to sucker and be riding your heels. I literally tell people, cut, hand them a rope, they can hang themselves or pull themselves up.
Do y'all think Soulja Boy was wrong for trying to capitalize on the publicity?
It's Soulja. What do you
Yeah,
expect?
let them do what they want.
It's
Yeah,
Soulja.
he's just trying to get relevant.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all it is.
But
Everybody just doing what the fuck
Because
they
I don't
want
feel
anyway.
no,
like
that
he
shit
was,
he
you know what I
do, he
mean?
been doing that shit for years.
Yes, he's just
So it's
trying.
like it's Soulja, man.
It's just
He'll
like,
he'll do this shit if niggas will talk about it for a week
And
or
then tell
two,
niggas
and
he love
then
him next week.
ain't
Yeah.
shit no more. He had that little fake comeback in 2021 and shit where he was making the music with the U2 shorty, and then it seemed like he had a little wave going. Then about the next month, he disappears again.
Keep it
So
all
it's
right.
like
So keep it
it's
real.
Soulja.
Was young boy young boy wrong for dissing
Academics.
Cole, Ack, Yachty? Was he wrong for dissing all these niggas, or was Dirk smart to know that I'm 30 and he's 23, and I'm gonna gaslight him to crash out while I drop an inspirational song?
And that's what's crazy. Dirk is 30 and Youngboy is 22. So it's like you got a 30-year-old who's buddy, friendly with a lot of niggas in this industry. So that
mm,
means that's unlimited features
And young
that
boy
he
is
could get.
23 and he
22
hates
years old.
everybody. This is not
22
right.
years old, he's blackballed by damn near not half the whole industry.
mm-hmm.
Not matter of fact, not even the bare minimum of
I'm
niggas that
sorry.
fuck with him.
I'm gonna be honest. Shout out to academics. I watch a live stream, and this is where I'm getting this information from. Young boy don't want to be cool with the industry. It ain't the industry that don't want to be cool with young boy. Niggas want to do songs with young boy. Niggas want the fan base young boy got, but young boy don't give a fuck. It's a difference between the industry don't fuck with you because we just don't like you and we just don't fuck with what you doing. That was the 6ix9ine shit, the blackball. They
Mm-hmm.
just didn't fuck with him. They ain't like what he was doing. Yeah, you did #1 on Billboard, 20 straight songs. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
With Young Boy, I don't feel as though Young Boy is blackballed by people. I feel like he's black. Like he just don't fuck with the industry.
The
He
fact that
don't.
they look at that shit as an young boy feature as an achievement is crazy.
But what I'm trying to like the point I'm trying to get across is that I want it to be known that I it might not be true, but this is my theory. I feel like personally, people fuck with Young Boy. If
They
you
do.
go on compilation videos on YouTube, you'll see niggas like Offset, King Von, God rest before he passed, Lil Durk before he had the dreads, Quavo and Takeoff, God rest Takeoff. You see all these different artists. They knew Young Boy songs, word from word from word. People want to make songs with Young Boy. People
Mm-hmm.
didn't sit Young Boy songs.
Mm-hmm.
Cole was trying to do a song with Young Boy. Young Boy just
It's a love hate
he
thing.
don't fuck with
It's a love
niggas.
hate
Nope.
thing. They love people love his music and what he puts out, but they just don't like the person that's making them. They don't like the
They
personality.
like the message. They don't like the messenger.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is, I'm feeling like currently it's more of the industry and niggas want to do songs and shit with Young Boy, but Young Boy he's just hard headed.
And,
Yes.
It's a difference between niggas saying, "Yo, I don't want to do no." People, everybody is saying, "I don't want to do no songs with him." Nobody, niggas can sit there and lie if they want to. It's not nobody probably other than Dirk that don't want to do a song with Young Boy. Everybody else
wants to
do,
do.
but they know Young Boy is on some death row shit. So the moment you with Dirk, you're food.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you with 4PF, you're food.
That's what I was
Mm-hmm.
about to
Money
say.
bag, you hey Money bag, yeah me Young Boy and Money bag used to do music. Oh, you want to do something? All right, your food.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that hangs with 4PF OT, your food. So 21 Savage in his eyes, food. It's like the only way he'll put respect on their name is if he don't fuck with niggas that if as long as you don't fuck with niggas he don't fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fuck with niggas he don't fuck with, you're the op.
Yep.
And to me personally, that is bad, but I just don't think it's the energy of the industry. Like niggas in the industry is like, nah, I don't want to do no song with you. No. Kodak wanted to talk to Young Boy and rekindle shit and figure things out and have understanding. Young Boy don't want to have understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That's a difference
He said
between
once it's fuck you, it's fuck you.
yeah, it's like a difference between niggas saying I don't want to work things out with him and do music. Niggas want to
that's the
do music with him.
immaturity aspect that he's looking at it from. Them, everybody else is looking at it from a business point standpoint. You give me a feature, you up my image and shit, and you know what I'm saying. I'll pay you for all of that. That's how these niggas is moving. Like this music industry shit is a business. Young boy is moving on a
Like it's personal.
like it's personal. Like if you really rocking with them niggas, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Young Boy said, he said this on Clubhouse like a year ago. He said, I'll do a song with 6ix9ine before I do a song with these other niggas. Da. 6ix9ine sent this nigga 5 songs and offered him $2 million for the feature. Young Boy spent them for 8 months and ghosted him.
Mm-hmm.
Young Boy just don't fuck with the industry.
No.
If he wanted to be a part of the industry, if he wanted to do the Billboard interviews like he did, he could do them. He don't want to.
And that's why I said it's like I could understand where he's coming from on his standpoint too. I could understand both sides, from young boy side and from the industry. Young boy wants to be known as the person that's keeping it real. He's the one that's keeping it solid. He's not faking that he likes somebody no matter what nobody tells him or how much they offering. I understand and I respect that. But a lot of these niggas like Dirk, he's winning because he understand what this business is. He's been doing this rap shit since the whole rap drill, since the Chicago drill scene came out in 2010. So that means he's been in the industry for years. Like he got a close relationship with French Montana, and he thought that that relationship was gonna lead to other shit. But when he realized that it ain't going like that, that's when like he took that shit as lessons. When he fell out with Def Jam, he had enough time to go through hardships in the game to realize what is gonna win for me in the future. Young boy, he's been popping for a while for somebody that's that young. When he got popped off in the game,
I feel like he been popping since he was 16.
exactly.
Like he
So
been
he
in the
doesn't
mainstream, millions of views.
Mm-hmm.
When he
right.
had the 38 Jordan sign on Draco's, like since he was 16, 17 years old.
Right, so he's never experienced any hardship when it comes to the industry
Mm-hmm.
versus a nigga that had to reinvent himself 3 fucking times.
When Youngboy was 16, 17, Dirk was 23, 24, going through everything that you talking about.
Yeah.
So now that he's at the age that he's at, he's looking at Youngboy like, nigga, you still got that young, immature
Mindset.
baby child, and he got hella kids, but he still like don't got the discipline yet.
He too young.
So I'm gonna say this right now. Do you think YoungBoy got an evolution coming?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Even if
But his thing. I'm gonna follow this. How long do you think that evolution is gonna take?
it might take him 2 to 4 more years, 26, 28, where we'll see that calm, mature, because he has a lot of children, and you would think he still don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
At least he being himself. Regardless, though, this is my theory. Regardless if he changed, he's still gonna be a legend. If
Yes.
he don't change and he just crash out and just be on Demon Time, still gonna be a legend.
Yes.
Gonna be
If
like
he
cute shit.
if he changes though for the better, he would be I feel like he would have the legacy Tupac was supposed to have. Like once he go from doing what he doing now to doing movies, now he on cereal, clothing brand, shit like that. Now he's in the industry. All I'm trying to say is if Youngboy was in the industry, we wouldn't even be talking about no other rappers other than him. We'd be just be talking about Youngboy, Drake, and Lil Baby all day. Youngboy's not even fucking with the industry, and look how much buzz he got. Just imagine if he was an industry nigga. Imagine he was able to go to the.
He'd be up there.
Nobody would be better than him, other than Drake. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
People could say no. If Youngboy was in
They'll
the
look
industry,
at him as number 2 and not Lil Baby.
Yes, if Youngboy was in the industry, he would be the number 2. Like if you saw him at Saturday Night Live, if you see him just on commercial, like just anything, he performing at the Super Bowl. If he gets in an industry when nobody be able to touch him, the only nigga that would be able to talk some fucking sense into his brain is Drake. Because that's the only nigga that would be doing more than him that could be like, he could be like, nigga, I make 700 million. Like, nigga, I'm worth 3 billion. It's levels to this shit. Right. Anybody else, especially in this era, like the 21 Savages and all, they wouldn't be able to say shit to Youngboy if they wasn't if he was in the industry. But since he's not in the industry, 21 Savage, he's allowed to get the best rapper alive in 2000. They're allowed to get these accolades, but it's like watching that dude that's supposed to play, but he can't play.
That's not fan giving. That's industry giving. Yeah, that's why.
I'm not taking nothing away from y'all because y'all doing y'all thing, but in my opinion, Youngboy being in the league, what?
He's just playing the bad boy scene.
Drake would have no. He would be forced to do a song with him. What happened when Lil Baby was coming? Drake and Lil Baby did. What happened when Dirk was coming? Every time Drake see a nigga about to surpass him, he do a song with him and smoke him.
Yeah. As soon as he smells a new wave, a new buzzing wave and shit, he is on that shit. Done it for 2
He's gonna take pictures with
every time he's gonna track together. He's gonna make sure his part of the track he gonna outdo him.
He's the ultimate bro. He's the ultimate troll. He's gonna make sure he put Kim Kardashian in the video in a picture with the helmet. So he's gonna make sure he do the little picture with J-Lo and he show the one eye. He's gonna do all the slick weird shit. It's like Drake, why are you doing it? Like I get it, you got Obama and Jay-Z on the text. Like alright, I understand. It's like the flex that he be doing. It just be on some shit where it's like nigga, we get it. You're the GOAT, but I feel like sometimes he be feeling like he gotta remind niggas.
He just on some shit like I can do it. There's no right or wrong time. I could just do it.
That's it.
Like what he did in his video with 21 Savage with the plus size bitches. Mm-hmm. Now, what the fuck? Everybody was shocked when he did that. Like Drake uplifting a plus size bitch in his videos when we usually see thick light skinned bitches the whole time. But he could do it because why? Because the nigga is fucking Drake.
Yes.
He's been through all the odds already. He up here. Everybody else, Youngboy, Baby, all them niggas, they all down here playing amongst each other while this nigga's still up here. And when the next wave comes, when the next motherfucker comes,
he'll come down, say, hey, what's up? I'm back up here.
Right on the surfboard.
On some Block Boy JB shit.
He gonna come out of his spaceship, come back down to earth, be like, hey, what's up? Get a couple features, and go right back up and say, now y'all can stay down there.
That's good for the new person too. Yeah. Because they Drake feature, that's gonna jump them up.
It's gonna jump them up. But
he stick with the current sound and shit. He lit. Go back
So
in
do
the mountains, chilling.
y'all think Cole should respond to YoungBoy?
No.
Nah, do what he always do. Just be like, eh.
I mean, if he does, it is what it is. But it's like I don't
Y'all think
expect him to do
Yachty
shit
should
like
say
that.
something or just let it rock?
Huh?
Lil Yachty should say something or let it rock.
Yachty, he got the right. He got the right because they did fuck with each other. So it's like
So if he felt the need to violate on the song, he has that green light.
he has the green light because they was cool. Now, if it was a nigga that he was not cool with at all, and they saying something, it's like, damn, why the fuck did you say something? But it's Yachty. They had a whole song on Yachty's fucking tape. So it's like they were
Wasn't it
cool.
called NBA Youngboy?
And, yeah, exactly. And I fucked with that shit. That's what I'm saying.
That's
They was
crazy.
cool. So it's like for now in 2023 for them niggas, for him to take a shot at him over JT of all, and JT not even his bitch.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy part. When he said that shit, oh, you mad about JT and the F bomb when he said it.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck? I didn't even know they had problems.
Well, speaking about shots and problems, this nigga John Morant for the second time is caught.
Dumbass nigga.
Not caught. I ain't even gonna say caught. For the second time, he has showed himself exposing a
Dumbass nigga.
weapon. And if the first time was a keychain, cool, nigga, respect. The second time,
You just dumb.
if you seen the recent video, you see him, his friends recording, he on live, they dancing, they vibing, Ja driving, whatever. His people's in the passenger seat. Ja looks at the phone. I'm not no expert, but I feel as though he is acknowledging the fact that any nigga that's holding his phone up to his face for more than 30 seconds, he's live recording. So I felt like Ja acknowledged the recording because it's been like it was like 2-3 seconds where he had on Ja and Ja was sitting there dancing. The dude recording, he put up the pistol hand sign with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as he put his hands down, he showed Ja, and Ja is literally cheesing grills. The diamonds is showing what the gun is.
Yep.
Look, when I saw that shit this morning, I had to put this shit in the group chat that I'm in with my niggas, and one of my niggas said something, and I had to destroy because the self snitching with that nigga is ridiculous. I was my man said this shit right here, and I quote: "Me, don't get me wrong. I don't get I get why you have it. Multi-millionaire young motherfucker from the hood, but flashing shit on IG is just asking for shit, knowing how motherfuckers are nowadays with the screenshots and shit."
Yes.
And then I said, and the thing with Ja is he is not even from the hood for real. That nigga named Clarence, he went to private school and his parents had a real good marriage. Now he a full-time NBA player and a part-time thug toting Glocks and shit on the weekends. Like what the fuck?
And the Memphis Grizzlies have announced that he is banned from any Memphis activities upon
For
investigation
6 games.
until further notice.
I think they said for 5 or 6 games during the opening season and shit. But it's like,
The
how
shit
the
that I
fuck you
read,
think he
it
gonna
said that nigga's under investigation and he's banned, suspended from any activities.
you gotta be the
Practice,
dumbass of the
games,
century.
all that.
The dumbass of the you got away scot free with the first one. Even had that fake ass he going to therapy and shit.
Fuck get away with this. I ain't saying fuck what you talking about, but for his sake, fuck him getting away with the scot free. You just lost to LeBron James last Tuesday. And this is what you doing next week. You not in Cancun.
He ain't give a
You
fuck about
not
that
working
game.
on your game. You not working on your post moves.
He ain't give a fuck about that game.
No, he didn't.
Hands
Like at
down.
least if you was in Cancun, niggas would have been like, yeah, they already in
A
Cancun.
lot
I'd have been like, cool. This is what you're doing, you right? It made me feel like the night that you lost game 6 and got blew out, you was right back in the trenches.
a lot
Yes.
of these niggas in the NBA do not give a fuck about their team losing. They already getting a bag already off of the contracts.
Just being there.
This whole championship shit is just an extra bag if they win. That's it. But either way, they still getting paid. So Ja probably thinking like, oh man, after this shit, I'm about to ball. Fuck it.
He got a $193 million deal. $193 million deal, right? If he would have made the All NBA first team, I think he'd have got like 234 mil, something like that.
Yes.
But if he didn't, and he didn't, he lost out on 40 mil. But in his brain, he like, nigga, I don't care about that 40 mil. I got over 100 mil guaranteed. That means
Mm-hmm.
y'all can get rid of me, and I could pull a Gilbert Arenas and get paid anyway.
Yes.
So I'm live regardless.
He gonna look at it like, all right, I might not ever play an NBA game again, but I got 4 years of highlights when I was dunking on niggas like I was better than D Rose in his prime, and I got over 100 mil. And he's gonna be in the hood, and he gonna. I'm not gonna lie, you can't beat that status hood fame wise. Who
No.
gives a fuck about it? Seem like he do, so let's go that route. Hood fame wise, you was in the NBA, you was killing niggas, don't matter if you won or whatever. You was in the NBA for like 3-4 seasons, you got over 100 mil. Now you back in the trenches, all your jewelry real, bitches is gonna flock to you. Hood fame wise, he lit. But for him to have a hood fame mindset is horrible. That's
This
horrible.
nigga is really trying to get drafted into the hood. That is some crazy shit.
To make it to the league is hard. He said, fuck that. I'm sorry, God, for doing this. I'm so God gifted that I'm gonna make it into the league just because I got the pure talent and the pure charisma to do it. No, I wanna that's hard. That's child's play. I wanna do the hard part. I wanna make it and get 100 mil, and I want to make it to the hood. I want the hood to accept me. If I could throw away my NBA career, I gotta be accepted for this crip lifestyle. And for me, that's too much.
Like he trying to be, I ain't gonna say Allen Iverson. His nigga trying to be Allen Iverson 2.0 to the next level.
At least Iverson loved the game. He might
Yes.
not want it to practice and fuck bitches and go to the strip club, but he's gonna show up to that game and play 40. He's gonna
Right.
show up and play. He got a twisted ankle and his left knee bruised. He gonna wrap that shit up in ice. 6 foot, a buck 65. He's still going hoop. Ja don't love this shit.
Not at all.
No.
This is just a bag. That's why a lot of people don't understand. This is a business. These
Mm-hmm.
niggas is not loyalty like how it was back in the
So
day.
like, I'm sorry for saying this. I'm just so sick of people saying, "There's no way he can make it to NBA and not love basketball." He love what come with this shit.
Right.
'Patrick
100%.
Beverly even said, shout out to Pat Bev. He said it on his podcast. Only 75-80% of these niggas really love this shit. I mean, only 15-20% of these niggas really love this shit. The other 80-75%, they just love the bitches, the thrill. You can go to the club and tell them your name is Kyle Kuzma. I played on the Lakers. I'm gonna watch the Wizards now. They're gonna let you in the club.
No,
Yes.
no questions.
You
The
can walk
like
in the club with your jersey on
They
and
just
get
like
anything for free.
they just like the fact that they're getting a check every week, and that check might say 120,000.
Yep.
They about to fuck that bag up. They ain't doing but making 7 to 10 mil a year. You got LeBron, these niggas making 30, 35, 40 mil a fucking year. They can get 7 to 10 mil. He's seeing 102,262 cents every Wednesday.
We ain't gonna
That
talk
is
about James Harden. That nigga is straight. He's basically the example of how these niggas look at this shit. Like this nigga is out partying with Lil Baby in clubs, bitches, bottles,
4PF shit.
4 p.m. shit, chilling.
And
Oh, I gotta go to work.
John,
Fuck
it ain't like that. It ain't like that.
Yes,
Okay,
it
it ain't
is.
like that. Look it up. James Harden gave this nigga Lil Baby a ridiculous amount of money for Lil Baby birthday bash. When it was James Harden bash, Lil Baby pulled up with watches, came with money, and James Harden just sitting there like, damn, what's Joel Embiid gonna say? He just won MVP and I'm out here with 4 PS. He just lost. He just got blown the fuck out by the fucking Celtics and let Jason Tatum drop 51 points. You are in Philadelphia, Mr. Harden, and where is he at right now? Somewhere with Baby. You know what I mean? 4 bitches get fed in the phantom. I be with Baby when I'm. He's taking that shit literally. Yeah, I do be with Baby when I be in Atlanta. With the
Yep.
Come on, you're not a rapper, Harden. I fuck with you though. I fuck with you, Jason. Don't think I'm spelling your name out. I fuck with you, Harden, but you is not Moneybag Joe. Like, come on,
Nigga,
man.
he got enough bag. He got enough of a bag to feel like he is. A lot of these athletes now could literally be moving on some Antonio Brown shit, and that's okay because they have the funds to do that shit.
Yes.
You gotta understand, these niggas is signed in $100 million contracts plus the endorsement deals that they get, so they getting a bag. So if they feel like I don't even want to do this
With or without the
NBA,
endorsement
NFL
deals.
shit no more, I could retire.
With
I'm
or
still
without
gonna
the
get
They're
money.
gonna be like, what's my contract again? Yeah, your contract is 146 mil, 98 mil guaranteed, but the rest of the 48.50 mil is only implied if you play at least 3 seasons. How
No
much you
problem.
said? How much you said guaranteed? 96 out of the 146 mil.
I'll take
So
it.
I just take the
Okay, I just bought
96
three
and
houses.
I could just take the 96 and just become a free agent. Yeah, but you might not get signed again or whatever. All right, cool. I'll
That's
just
cool.
take the 96 mil out. I'll forfeit my 3 year contract and I'm crapping out in the second year.
Yeah, I retire early. Shit, I can
How old am
flip
I?
that money.
How am I? 31? I'm good. I'm
Flip
good.
that money, make more money, and live the rest of my life chilling.
But you'll never be a champion, John.
Fuck your
You'll never.
championship, nigga.
That's terrible.
They don't
What
care
the
about
These
fuck
that.
that
niggas
shit
don't
gonna
give a
do for
fuck
me?
about this shit,
That shit is
man.
gonna be gathering dust and shit in my fucking living room with all my other trophies. Like I don't give a fuck,
Just for you, one of
nigga.
your nieces
I'll
to
put it
sell
next.
it for $10
I'll put
anyway.
it next to my high school trophies.
It's
I'll
for
put
the
it next to the middle
legacy.
school
Fuck the
trophies.
legacy. My bag is the legacy, nigga. That's what it's about. Is the bread.
Not
Like
everybody on LeBron
no
flow. Not everybody on Curry flow.
shit.
They
Yeah, no
they is about this sport.
business.
But in other news, it's been updated that shout out to the YSL, man. It seemed like every week Thugger and them is taking losses, man. I don't know if
Mm.
him and Gunna cool, then they said they ain't cool, then they saying there's a possibility that they still could rekindle a friendship, but for the second day straight, man, they saying Thug's been hospitalized, man. Shout out to Thug, man. I ain't condoning nobody that ruin lives, man, but it's obvious that him eating chips and Doritos and Huggies, it ain't getting the fucking job done, man.
Man,
That nigga in there eating Dorito chocolate chip brownie specials, man. I'll fuck any nigga up. Pause.
man, I'm gonna keep saying this shit. I feel like he gonna come out on top. Throughout all this shit, out of even though the odds is stacked up against him crazy, a lot of people done folded, a lot of people done told. At the end of the day, he's gonna come on top. He's gonna come up on top like YoungBoy did. Cause people say YoungBoy's still supposed to be in jail to this day, hands down.
Kodak,
Yes.
He got hit with a RICO.
Kodak and Lil Wayne supposed to be in jail, not because I want them to be, because Donald Trump got them out, and that is impossible.
Yeah, they
Hmm.
got pardoned. If they ain't get pardoned, shit, they be right behind bars.
Lil Wayne probably just now be getting out, if that. Kodak definitely will still be in there for sure, for sure.
Yeah, they wasn't playing. They was not playing. But yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out
they
to the
got lucky.
YSL, man,
They
for
got
real,
lucky.
man.
So I just, like I said,
Y'all still listening to Gunna new shit?
no,
Oh,
I ain't
come
gonna
on,
lie.
come on.
Since he came out, I ain't really been tapped in with him. I ain't even
No,
know
I'm
that
saying if
nigga
he,
was making music.
no, I'm saying it. No, I'm saying if he drops a project, are you listening? I'm not saying he
I don't be
has.
wanting to like listen to shit. It just depends if it pops up soon as I open IG and it happens to be right there and shit. And it's like, okay,
Mo, you think people gonna listen to him? Like, you think he's still gonna have his core fans, or you think his core fans gonna smut his name out because of
Core
Thug?
fans ain't going nowhere. If it ain't flocking like his shit before, then they gonna smut his name out a little bit, but they still gonna listen.
So if he is pushing P, damn near 100K, what is he pushing this next album?
98,
please.
98K.
You still think he's gonna pull 6ix9ine, still be able to keep the same energy?
Depends on how much of them fans is actually core fans. That's the main factor. That's the main factor.
Zah, you don't think they're gonna be pushing P?
No,
He
you
said
gotta
niggas is not
understand
pushing
it.
P,
You
man.
gotta understand it. This nigga hasn't put out any music since he's been out. That's one. Two, he's looked at and it's fucked up. It's fucked up that it is like this, but he's looked at a different standard due to his skin. 6ix9ine, he fucking flipped. He said, "Fuck America. I'ma just go overseas with this shit and make my money that way." Hell,
With
they giving me more views than the American people
I
anyway.
want y'all both to answer this. With everything that's going on, do people still look at Gunna as an informant?
Some people probably still do.
Yes.
We don't know how they take it in Atlanta.
What percentage would you give him, Mo?
45.
So you really feel like people don't give a fuck that he told? His core fans speaking.
Core fans. Yes. Out of 100%, 75, out of 100% of people, about 75 are your core fans. The rest are just people that are just following the core fans. So I'll say some of the core fans just said fuck you and drop you down. So I'll say 45%.
I feel
I'm talking about real numbers, bro.
But nah, guys, cause I feel like you got something to say on that. I feel like you truly believe that Gunna not gonna really do them numbers.
because I was saying because and you gotta think about from Atlanta and shit. The people over there could be really taking this shit like, damn, he really is an informant. He a rat. He really stabbed us in the back. Talking about he on some Crip shit. We had to let him slide because he don't look like no Crip nigga for real. But now we gotta add in the fact that you lied about all that shit. You were pushing please. You wasn't pushing P for real. So
Mm.
now we can't look at you the same, whether you drippy or not. We can't look at you the same. You not 6ix9ine in this situation. Like that's what it is. So do I feel like he's gonna get back in the game? Hell no. If he does, if I'm wrong, I'll just take the L. I'll just be like, I mean, I ain't taking no L because I really don't give a fuck. But it's just the fact that if he proves me wrong, he proved me wrong. But in my opinion,
His career is
his
over.
career is done. He's done, and nobody touching him. Everybody that he thought was his friend unfollowed him off IG. Baby, he who helped start his career. Like it's just clips, man. It's clips.
Alright, so y'all check out Jamie Foxx updated video.
I mean, what I seen was they was saying that y'all said it was when we were talking off the record. Y'all said it was her daughter. It was his daughter,
They said it was
Niece.
between either his daughter or his niece or some. It was a female in his family.
and they were and from the understanding of what I read, they basically was saying like don't listen to the media and the blogs. It's false narratives. My uncle or my dad, Jamie Foxx as well. Everything is, you know what I mean. He did go to the hospital for a situation, but he's not still in there the way that the media is making it seem like. Because I ain't gonna lie, I definitely seen at least 4 or 5 articles that kept posting Jamie Foxx family is preparing for the
The
worst. They're
worst.
preparing for the worst. Everybody under there
Mm-hmm.
putting heartbreaks, and that got to be fucked up when you in the backyard playing with your kids, and everybody putting the red broken heart under your picture saying we praying for you. You like, nigga, I'm at the crib chilling. You know what I mean? And y'all sitting there talking about some. My family's praying for the worst. I'm with my family every day. Like,
You that's why I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, so don't come for me. This is my personal opinion. I feel like she just did crowd control. I feel like in reality, from what I believe, he's still up in that hospital and he's still going through the motions trying to fight for his life. That's what I believe.
do you believe, Mo, that he's not at home?
I'm
Do you
still
believe what he just said?
I'm still 50-50 on it. Because honestly, he got the money to have all that care at home.
Zah, what's making your mindset go to the fact of this is keep everybody calm, tell them I'm at the crib so they don't work. Why is your method like going towards that direction?
Because that goes into what you had said before. You said people probably leaving the broken heart emojis and seeing all these celebrities making it seem like he's passed already when he really didn't. So it's like all that shit is probably getting to you and it's fucking with your family, especially this is a soft, this is a delicate moment in your family right now.
So you saying even if it is true, don't let them know it's true.
Yeah, just so people could just
Like mind your damn,
at
like
least
he's
we could
like
try
mind
to
your
get them
business.
outside of our business and shit. But I understand if they did do that shit. I understand it, but just to think about Jamie Foxx as a person, as much as we known him to be somebody that's not shy of a camera and
Not at all.
very social. So it's like I feel like if he was going through something, if he was out of the hospital and he's able to speak, he would let his
He was back
people.
on TV already.
Not even that.
Y'all
Even if
making
he
a
on a
good ass
slow,
point. That's a good point, bro.
even if he
That's a
on a
good
slow
point.
verge to just to healing, he would let people know I'm out the hospital. He would give people an update
Himself.
himself, not nobody doing it for him. Himself on the phone, but he hasn't done that yet. So that makes me feel like he's still up in the hospital, and they're still. And it's fucked up for saying because I know they probably, but still hoping for the best for him.
That's unfortunate, man. But we got the prayers up, man, for both Thug and Jamie Foxx, man.
Yes, man.
It's just
Prayers
real
to them,
unfortunate out
man.
here, man. But How
Shit is
y'all
too
feel?
wicked.
Like how y'all feel, man? How y'all feel about it's being said that Kanye West, aka Yeezy, aka Ye, or whatever he want to be fucking called today, because I don't want to offend him, and he is sensitive Gemini. Never mind. 15
Uh,
Kanye's 15. He's getting 15% of all the Adidas sales from Yeezy. It's looking like Adidas about to spin that block for that deal, which means the deal that they try to rid him from, they can't, and they're about to have a mutual, non-mutual agreement to where Yeezy and Adidas will be able to further their partnership.
I saw that shit happen.
Yeah, I saw it. It ain't nothing new.
Ain't no way in hell
Y'all been
they
seeing
going.
that article that said something about they got like over 600 million Yeezys in warehouses, like that's just sitting there that they don't even know what to do with it because it's like y'all done made so much of it because y'all knew Kanye was this cash cow. Now y'all trying to say fuck him. All right, what are you gonna do with this 600 mil, 2 billion worth of Yeezy product? You're gonna give him 15% of it.
They could just get rid of it, but they not gonna do no dumb
That's
shit
too much
like
a
that
waste
because
of
they
a
just
money.
made it's too much merchandise just to just throw all that shit
Y'all
away.
might as well make all that money, give him his 15%, and he just gonna say ha ha anyway, and then y'all go renegotiate a new deal.
Yeah,
Or he
Yeah.
could just take the money and start his own shit.
and I didn't believe that whole shit anyway because at the end of the day, Adidas is relevant, but they're only really relevant for Yeezy shit.
His brand,
His brand,
yes.
his brand still pushing y'all. Y'all still got all y'all other little shoes that y'all
It's
trying
not
to put
like
out.
Nike, like without Jordan, Nike would still be Nike, but it's like Yeezy is Adidas. It's like Adidas equals Yeezy at this point.
Yeah,
Yes.
they had their high point, but then when Yeezy came through, it just boosted they shit up.
And they
So
seeing the
now
lack of sales and how much shit going down since they done parted ways. They like, damn, we've been doing 30% less.
in their pockets, they say in their pockets crazy, and they don't like that shit. So they gonna reevaluate their plan, get back on board with them, and keep that money nice and flowing
15%, 15%.
and shit. You might
He
start
can
seeing more
he
Yeezy
can
shit.
he can negotiate that to 25. Because whatever that starting bid is, you can easily jump 10% on anything that they give you.
But
That's a negotiating
the
tactic.
only fucked up thing about that is that bullshit Adidas deal is the reason why he's not a billionaire.
Yes, but
That is bullshit.
yes,
And it,
but like I said, it's real easy for him to do. He still got the brand for the best lawyers he can get. He can literally negotiate that deal and raise it from 15 to 25, maybe 30.
I'm gonna fuck y'all heads up with this one.
Go ahead.
When they told Yeezy he was no longer a billionaire no more, who do they announce as an official billionaire 4 days later? Your boy.
Jay-Z.
Nah, nah,
Jay Z been a billionaire.
Yeah, I mean,
your people. Think about it. What's the other nigga that could have $1 billion that's been in this game for as long as we could, all any of us has been born, other than Jay Z or Dr. Dre? And they announced that he was a billionaire. It was like 4 to 6 days after Kanye was no longer considered a billionaire due to
they couldn't. You couldn't be talking about him. We couldn't be talking about Buddy Love because that nigga. They say he been was a billionaire before Jay was a billionaire, so they couldn't just announce that shit.
4 to 6 days. It wasn't even a week after they said Kanye's worth 600, 500 million now due to everybody cutting ties with him. Mr. Buddy Love was announced.
Damn,
So it's
Hmm.
like they got rid of him and he took his spot.
Yes, that's
damn,
all it
brother,
That's
is.
love,
nasty
that's
word. That's
crazy.
and I'm
Nah,
look
that's
at it.
wicked. That is some wicked shit behind closed doors.
Nobody said nothing. They just like, oh, Diddy's a billionaire now. Biggie would have been proud. Y'all don't realize
No,
that he literally just replaced Yeezy. How did Yeezy go from a billionaire to 600 mil? Are you fucking kidding me?
I can't even say it. I want to say something, but I don't. All love to brother Love.
All love the brother love. It's
Not
crazy.
like that. Not like that. Not like that. But I don't want no problems with him. I don't want no niggas at my door. I don't want no problems. Cause he could affect a lot of motherfuckers' lives, and it could be for negative reasons. You saw it kind. I don't want no problems.
So back on the Patterson, New York drill type
Yeah.
flow. So nah, this nigga Pop Smoke, man, God rest Pop Smoke, man. Smoke,
R.I.P.
you know what I mean? Feel me? You can't say Pop forget the smoke when the smoke clear, man. Nah, man, an 18-year-old, man. That's who it was who took his life. He admitted to it. 18 years old. And Pop wasn't old neither, but to know that
20 years old.
somebody was 18 years old and they took away somebody that literally, and I don't care what nobody say, Pop was running New York. He was over 5 and Eric. He was him. That's my opinion. When it comes to the new niggas, in my opinion, he was going to have that 50 Cent run. Was he gonna be better than 50 Cent? I don't know. But I felt like he had the possibility where he'd have dropped 3, 4, 5 straight albums the same way 50 Cent did, and every album and every song would have been a banger. It'd have been a new hit, a new single that everybody would have been flocking to. So to know that somebody was 18 years old, which is equivalent to a senior in high school or a junior about to be a senior, that's just unbelievable, man. Like, I don't know. Seem like it's always like the young kids or the young generation or someone that's very young to take out somebody that's just so legendary.
Yes.
And
It's
it's just
literally how it
getting
goes.
younger
They
and
just
younger
send the
now.
young bucks to go handle it. That's all it is.
It's getting younger and younger now. Like I was just watching this new this new little rapper from Memphis now. You know Memphis is the scene now with music. This kid look like he's about 9, 10 years old, talking about how he's off perks and how he's smoking all this weed and shit, toting Glocks in the video and shit, rapping it like he sounds like like a generic rap nigga of right now, at the young age of 10 or 9 years old.
Hmm.
So it's just they're getting younger and younger. The shooters are getting younger and younger. Back in the days, back in the days when you young and when you was in the gang banging, you had people you had to answer to. You couldn't just do whatever the fuck you wanted, or you get DP'd, or you get checked on real quick. Now these niggas like fuck the OGs and fuck what anybody else gotta say. We're doing what we want to fucking do. We hitting on whoever we want to get, and that's it. So it's like the balance is shifted, and it's just when the balance is shift, that means it's nothing but hell in the future.
So how you feel about knowing that we ain't gonna get no more Pop Smoke music? His producer said that he ain't got no more songs left in the vault. Every song that he put out was like all that he had left in recording.
Man, that's just that's just sad because
For me, I'm devastated.
it hit different because it's still you still just got in your head that he's not even supposed to be going in the first place, and the music was keeping the feel that he was still around.
I think we lost him and Kobe in the same year.
We did.
We lost
Hmm.
like that. And I've been a Mamba fan for all my life. I was born in '96. I've been a Lakers fan since 1999, since I was 3 years old. For us to lose Kobe, and I'm not saying or comparing them, saying they're on the same level, but far as in just to lose like them type of important people back to back like that, this whole COVID 2020
That year was
to
horrible.
from 2020 to now has been way. It's like they really was like, yo, we really about to show you what this Gen Z shit is. Starting in 2020, we about to show you what this next decade about to be about, and that's just
The New
insane to
World
me.
Order.
Sad as hell.
That's what it is.
I
It's the
thought
New World
2010 to
Order.
2019 was bad work.
Hmm.
2000 to 2009 was good vibes. 2010 to 2019 was cool, but and 2014 shit started getting weird. Like 2010 to 2013 was cool. 2014 shit started getting weird. Like industry started getting weird. This agenda started getting weird.
Because
So
at that point they was already pushing one image heavy as hell.
so
So
16,
now
17 came, SoundCloud era, all right, cool. 18, 19, you still got God Rest the Dead, the Juice World, the XXX, the Tentacion. And then 2020 came, and I can honestly say 2020 started the way that we've been seeing. Like, it started the,
2020 is the new age. It's the
yes,
Yes.
start of the new age.
yes, and and just us losing them to, we lost Kobe from a private jet crash. So it was just Kobe. No, it was Kobe, his daughter, and 7, 8 of his Caucasian white friends. It was so sad. No, man, no. If it was just Kobe, my conspiracy theory would already be going crazy. But the fact that it was other people on that plane with him, it's like that, man. Still to this day, that shit don't sit well with me. Like,
I don't
And
know.
it's fucked up that they even got that shit on an episode of The Simpsons of him going out the same exact
Bro,
way,
if we
same
going that
scenario.
if we going that route, them shows have showed us everything that's gonna happen.
Everything.
Everything.
Trump getting elected, fucking the whole quarantine shit, the COVID shit. They had an episode about that. Like
If
all
people
that
try to
shit.
say none of that stuff, if it's not real, then
It wasn't happening.
why is they showing a person playing as a president and his skin is orange and his hair is yellow? That is too precise.
Going down the Escalade
The
the same
Same way.
exact
the
way.
same blue suit
With
with
a
the
bitch
red
right there
tie.
next to him that looks
Mhm.
exactly like his bitch at that time.
Yes.
None of that's so true. That could be a coincidence. Okay,
Nah.
so why in
How is
some
it
of
a
the
coincidence
shows
back to back?
he's sitting there grabbing girls' butts and they're like, you can't do that. Like, I'm the president, I can do what I want. They showing.
And what's the famous fucking line?
Grab him
Grip
by the
by the
pussy.
pussy, motherfucker. Like
You can go on and on with this shit. And honestly, I'm still waiting on one prediction. They predicted how that man will be in a casket. And honestly, how it's coming, I feel like he might get the presidency again, and he might get assassinated in office. That's how the prediction went, and that's how it might happen.
him
And
getting
that type
presidency again, I could see
and
it.
that type of talk, that means people just gonna be like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of watching America do this and do that. I'm gonna
And
take it upon
leave.
or I'm gonna take it upon my hands, like Arnez said, and I'm gonna do something about it. They did it, unfortunately. They did it to Kennedy. They did it in a fucking parade. Somebody gonna get that courage to be like we can't allow this no more. I'm not condoning it. But
Right.
based off what you saying, if he do get into the presidency based off of how they predicted, and these is their words, not ours, how they predicted it, and that really do happen, that's because somebody was like, nah, like I'm tired. Like I'm not about to watch y'all ruin this world, this great world again. I'm about to handle it on my own.
And you wanna know how easy it could be? While Obama was president, this dude hopped the fence at the middle of the night and got to the Oval Office, outside the Oval Office, and was smoking a joint. I'm sorry. As much security as depicted on all these movies and all these shows that we've seen and press conferences and all this security detail, how can a regular motherfucker just scale the fence and go, what is it? How many yards? How many yards? 3 football fields to that fucking window and sit outside the window and smoke a joint.
Based off what you saying, for him to jump that and run all the way to the door,
It was on leaked footage. It was on leaked footage of the White House.
It's gonna take him at least 3 to 4 minutes just to get to the door.
3 to 4 minutes.
I said three. You said 3 football fields. That's 300 yards.
Yes, from the fence to that window.
But the point I'm trying to say is, it's too. He has too much time to safely get across there to even make it. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
if we're talking about this, is supposed to be the most secure building out here.
Right.
That and the Pentagon is supposed to be the most secure buildings.
Right.
So what going on? So you thinking nobody like Trump sent out one tweet? He got like 80 rednecks coming through, bursting into the Oval Office.
Now they was
So like, come on.
Do y'all think Ice Ice mom is valid?
She the real monster to me. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that.
Mom definitely look good.
She look good. She look good.
She's definitely like when you
Ice
see
Spice is showing what her mama gave her. That's what she doing.
That's what it's giving. That's definitely yeah. Like when I look at her, I'm like, damn, your mom ain't hit. She don't look bad, strung out or nothing. She actually looks good for her age, and I'm seeing the resemblance.
But
so
see,
it's not like
I would be scared to mess with her because in the Bronx you have women that look like that.
man.
Yes,
Mason Cam said it best. They good with a slice of pizza and a Pepsi for real.
Yes, sir.
But
And
Jordan
they ghetto as hell,
Jordan Poole
man.
spent 500,000
Yeah.
on Ice Spice.
The NBA player, who was it? Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole, he spent
His dumb
500,000.
ass shit.
And guess what? The Warriors are out of the playoffs now. He scored 20. I think he scored 29 points. He scored 21 points in game 1 and scored 29 points total in games 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in 5 games, he had a total of 29. In the first game, he had 21. And he just signed a big extension early in the year. Back to what we was talking about. These niggas don't care about no damn basketball.
Not at all.
They care about the bitch. And when the baddies outside, and when they out there on court side, he's shooting like he's Steph Curry cousin.
Mm-hmm.
But when they
He
not,
one of them niggas that want to show off for the bitches and shit.
but when they're not in the building, he's shooting on the opposite side of the backboard.
Man,
Yep.
But with him, I don't give a fuck if I'm going on no date with Ice Spice. I
Five
would have
hundred
got her a
thousand.
pizza and a can of soda and probably a date on the
Man.
ferry.
And that's why I salute
That's it.
Cam and Mace. Them niggas said this nigga spent he the real Cam said he the real fucking munch. This nigga out here spending 500,000 after
I
he just
saw that.
signed that big deal and he could have just got her a slice of pizza and she would have been cool. She
Yes,
from the
sir.
Bronx, she dirty. She'd have been
That's what it
cool with a
is.
slice. Like word.
You can't. A bitch from over there is not gonna
She
turn
said
down
that.
no
I ain't say
pizza
she
date.
dirty. She said that in her song. She said, you know, she from the Bronx. You know that we dirty. Da, da, da. She'd have
Yeah.
been cool with a slice and a Pepsi.
Them bitches will look at you weird if you try to do too much. Then they'll know who the nigga that they could extort and who they could get money
And at
from.
the end of the day, if he really did spend 500,000, he spent 500,000, and I know for a fact, 100%, they are not talking about.
They are not, and he don't give a fuck because he
He
can
balling
get
out.
another bitch.
Is it possible that that could have had an impact on his game? Mind you,
And
he did this less than 30 days before the playoffs started.
I can say this right now: he not in it for the game. He not in it for the sport, so it don't matter.
They just won the championship last year.
Yeah, but he not in it for the sport. We just discussed this earlier.
This shit,
He not in it for the sport.
He
Shit
like nigga,
remind me-
he like nigga. Him winning is a bonus when nigga like fuck that nigga. I'm just getting more bitches now that I won.
right.
I don't gotta win again. I got one championship. I got a bonus. I'm good now.
And
Wow.
this shit reminds me of a nigga that I know from back home who was supposed to be a ball player and said he really wanted to do it for the game. Fuck the money that came with it. He did it.
Capping.
He wanted it. No, and he was dead ass serious. He said, I've been working on my life for this basketball shit. I want it. I don't give a fuck about the extra shit. I just want to play basketball and be the best ball player I can absolutely be. I said, nigga, you're fucking wildin'.
Ooh.
You saying you doing this shit for the love of the game. Then when you go to college, you didn't even go on to be on the team of the college. Like you
Fuck the
didn't
Hall of
do.
Fame. He was doing the walk of shame every day. Like
Yeah,
just
like you was you
What I
yeah you,
say?
you was the MVP for your high school basketball team and all that. You was going hard for high school, but when you got to college, everybody know when you go to college, that's when you really supposed to push that
bro,
That's when
shit.
you
I've
buckle
seen bro,
down.
I've seen worse. I watched niggas win state championships for basketball, MVP for the football season. Niggas was top in South Jersey, top 10 in New, and get right out of high school and be downhill and they be like, yo, I was the man back in 2012. Yeah, I was breaking right. I had the most yards in South Jersey. You see, I got 1,000. You see, right? I got 1,000 points of ball. It's only 15 names up there, nigga. That was 11 years ago. What
Damn,
have you done
homie.
for me lately? Pause. But what have you
Damn,
done lately?
damn, homie.
In
You
high
was supposed
school,
to be
he's
the
a
And
man,
man,
homie. The fuck
homie.
happened to you? What happened to you? If 50 see these type of niggas, that's why I still to this day 50 gonna clown Ja because Ja, what are you doing? Other than being no random Spanish commercials that we ain't gonna never see unless you look it up. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. But in other news, man, we gonna keep it on the New York vibe. Shout out to the nigga Kai Cenat. This nigga
Yes,
got
sir.
back with Twitch, man. They work things out. He's back streaming, man. He back getting his paper, man. He about to go viral. I think he's still gonna try to do the shit where he gonna try to record for 30 days. But he was on live with none other than the
Nicki
the
Minaj.
Minaj herself, Nicki. And I don't know if y'all seen the video, but Nicki's 42, Kai 2021. She asking Kai like, do he got wine game? Do he not please women? And like, what he do in the bed? She's 42. He's 20. Could he have been 42 years old talking to the LSU chick that just won the championship knowing she's 2021? Would that have been cool? But Lil Wayne is on FaceTime with that girl that was on LSU. But that's neither here nor there. Would that be an issue? Yes, it would be. But since Nicki's Nicki, Kai's Kai, everybody is questioning the fact of her being 42, married, child, asking a 20-year-old how he wants. That is unbelievable. And you're sitting there talking about yeah, you can't be doing that because I got Zoo in the other room, and Zoo is Nicki Minaj's husband. But you're still staying on the live, talking, engaging in conversation. You got
Clout.
your
All that shit you saying is just clout.
Yes.
She knows. That's what I will give Nicki Minaj. She knows how to keep her name in the fucking air.
Yes.
She does.
She learned from Drake.
She does. Of course. She knows how to keep her name ringing. What's hot right now, I will put my name next to it, and that'll keep my shit afloat.
I'm gonna say this right now. Lil Wayne set a precedent. He had some. He had some lows. He had some highs. What Drake and Nicki learned from that nigga is what they doing now. Let's talk about it.
And
Let's
with
talk about
him,
it.
he'll
Like,
never fall off.
I don't
Wayne
know.
will never. His name will always be in the air solely because, not solely because it's Wayne, but
Wayne was
off
going
of those
through
two.
Wayne was going through his rock star truck fit era. He picked Nicki from off the ground, took her to the next level. She kept him relevant.
Yes.
Wayne went to jail, and Drake held that shit on his
Down.
shoulders.
Yes.
And by the time Wayne got out, Drake was fucking Wayne old
Solidified.
bitches, and he was in the game getting features by Ross. And he like, nigga, I
Like
don't
I
need you to
said,
get in these
he
doors no more.
learned.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, they learned
They was already
and took
established.
over.
Right. That's
That's
why I
what I'm
brought it up
saying.
to validate your point.
He he showed them what to do. He fell off. What they do.
I'll never forget when I saw that video with Drake and Wayne was doing that shit from a real life jail cell. I'm
Mm.
like, yo, this nigga Drake really got Wayne popping. He in jail. He ain't out, but he was really in the music video. It was the I forgot what song it was called. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you listening,
Mm-hmm.
bro. He really had Wayne performing his verse from jail, and bro, that shit at that time that shit was so lit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they really did learn because I know Wayne was probably giving that nigga all the sauce. He like, nigga, I'm about to be in here for a minute. I'm gonna need somebody to be the number one stunner of this YMCMB shit. I
Yes.
need you, Nicki, and Tiger to hold this shit down.
Yes.
And I felt like they held that shit down
They
till he got
did.
out.
They did.
They was
He was like, I need
bigger.
y'all niggas to drive the
And
boat
honestly,
while I'm
all Wayne
down
had to
right
do
now.
was features after that.
You
He
said
ain't need to
what?
do nothing else.
He's like, I need y'all to just drive the boat right now while I'm down and shit.
Just give
That's
me a
all I need.
year and a half, and when he came out, they was larger than what they was before he went in there.
Yes.
I ain't saying they wasn't large, but they was way larger.
Everybody
Yes.
claiming YMCMB and shit.
Yes. And all I can say is,
Everybody, T
Everybody.
Pain, Rick Ross,
yup,
DJ Khaled,
Everybody
Ace
artist in the
Hood,
game at that
everybody.
time.
everybody was doing it.
YMCMB.
That's the songs when it
Yeah.
was 8, 9 niggas on the song.
Yup. And
Welcome
all
to
I
my
go ahead.
hood.
Hood,
All
that's what I'm
that
talking
shit,
about.
man.
Classics,
Go
nine
ahead.
Classic.
niggas.
All I can say is this. With that, John,
Shit, that's what
all Wayne had to do was come back and do none but features for the rest of his career.
shit.
That's all he had
That's
to do.
what that's when DJ Khaled came through with all them
Yes,
Kumbaya
yes,
songs,
yes,
all them
yes.
big artists and all one track shit, and he was under
MCMB,
YMCMB.
yes.
I
Like,
got,
That's crazy.
what the
I
fuck?
got, I got one
Like,
They
question
was
for.
taking over, bro.
they was
Like,
nigga, they
Yeah,
was
they took
everywhere.
over.
They
They
ran
took
over the
over. There wasn't no.
game.
They was. They took over.
Like, bruh, like this nigga, it was so bad. This
It just
nigga was
everybody split.
there repping the Pyru and shit, and I never saw this nigga a day in the street. But he was that big, so people just ran with
with
it.
it.
A lot of people claim to be blood off of Wayne.
Yes.
And you see Wayne.
Yo,
Wayne is 5'4", a buck 60, buck 45. So it's just like y'all, and they like you said, they really allowed him, Pyro, dribble come off his eyes,
the PF
blood,
on my hands for
blood,
Pyru,
bro,
not pirates. Like shit like
blood
that.
ties. And it's bad enough. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You can say what you want about Buddy Love, but I don't fuck with Birdman. I don't trust that nigga. I look
No,
at Birdman like he the
we
same as
not.
Suge,
Mm-mm.
Puffy Coat. Nah.
That's why I don't even know why the fuck NBA YoungBoy signed to the nigga. I don't give a
And
fuck
that's
if it's a
sad.
Louisiana
Pause,
shit.
pause,
I don't give a
pause,
fuck.
pause. But they truly love each other, and that's crazy.
Man,
Pause on that though, because they ain't like that. I mean, I don't know how they play, but play with how you want to play with it.
no,
But
no, I'm saying, no, don't try to turn this shit into some other shit. I'm saying, like, if I was young boy and I heard about all the different stories and I seen the BET 106 in Park, the all of that
oh,
shit
I
going
gotta go. I'm
on,
about to get out. I'm about
I
to go.
would
I'm
have
about to
been
go. I'm
like,
Nah,
about to go.
nah. Sit your
fine.
ass there.
I wouldn't have even dealt with that nigga
I'm
for
about
real,
to
for real.
go.
He did that and
Yeah.
he extorted his artists crazy, made niggas broke.
And
I
even
would have
Gilly the
stayed the
even
fuck away
and
from
even
Birdman.
Gilly the kid told him. He said, "God damn it, Wayne Carter, you can stutter in his mouth with you, Birdman,
No,
daughter.
that's
That's
my
not.
son. That's my son right there. Like, No, nigga, get the no. He was a kid. Oh
I'm not
no,
gonna lie.
no.
And
Him
pause on
calling him
this,
daddy
pause
and
on
shit.
all this.
No,
But he definitely kissed him in his mouth.
in his mouth. Pause.
Pause,
Pause.
pause, pause. But
Over
yes, he
there.
did. But yes, he did. And that's not no gap. That's not no. Yes, he did.
Violation on the
It's,
play.
and I ain't gonna say no artist name, but it's been plenty of artists. I'm like, yeah, I used to see them do that, and I used to be like, man, I don't do it. I don't do all that kissing in the mouth shit, man, because niggas seen some shit that was going on to be like, man, look.
I'm gonna mind my fucking business. I'm
Look
gonna
how
mind.
I
look at
ain't
the
there.
look at the age difference between Wade and Birdman, and Birdman was out here touching like yeah I was getting Wayne, I was telling business like Wayne did when he was 10, when he was 11. I'm like, bro, that's not a
Man,
flex. I don't
nah,
care if you was 28, 29, and Wayne was 10, 11, and you was telling grown bitches to suck his dick. I don't think that shit. It don't hit the way you think it hit when you think it. You sound like the original gangster, and you sound like a top weirdo. Like word.
man. He the off of the fact that they said that his mom, Little Wayne's mom, didn't even want him near Birdman and shit.
Oh, that speaks volumes.
That
Mm-hmm.
speaks big ass volumes. Cause before Birdman came along, I saw the old interviews. Wayne would uplift his dad, who had like I think he said something happened to him or
Yeah,
some
yeah, I know what
shit.
you're talking about.
Like
Yeah,
yeah,
his real
he up his
biological.
real
Yeah.
biological father. He would uplift him. Soon as Birdman comes along, you start seeing the changes, and then he like, oh, that's my daddy and all this other shit. And it's like, what the fuck?
And then all these years and all this time go by, and you love him so much, and
They fell out.
that's your father, but your father ain't paid you no money. Your
Yeah,
father was taking your money.
yeah, they fell out
He
over
was
that money.
Birdman was the number one stunner off of your name.
Hmm.
That's terrible.
It is.
You
He was
stunting like your daddy. No, your daddy stunting
stunning
like
like
you.
you. No, he's stunning like himself. He's just getting the money and
Off you.
reparations off of you. That's all.
All I
And he's
yeah.
saving his money, spending yours.
Yes, sir.
And all I can say is this: he should have listened to his mama.
That
That's
nigga.
literally 100%. His mama watched him put a gun in his bag for him to go to school, and he was started making millions off of them first couple of songs. She said, "Tell your ass around, and go back in the lab." Come on now. Come on now.
Man,
You
I'm
listen
glad.
to her
I'm
to you
glad.
listen to her to stay in the money, but you didn't want to listen to her when she was trying to help you keep your money.
Real shit.
and
That's
that's
real
what I'm
shit. Talk
saying.
to him, bro.
Like, damn.
And that's why I don't understand as an artist. That all goes back to what I said about YoungBoy. I don't understand as an artist. Why would you sign to somebody that's like that? Especially somebody that took the record label that owns YMCMB has to give them a salary. So they gave them like $1 billion to sign new artists, to make new tracks, studio time, all that
But
shit
that's a
is with the
billion.
billion
But
dollars.
isn't that $1 billion incorporated into using that billion to sanction certain deals to artists? So you
No, I mean
like
I think
divide? Don't
so.
you got to divide that bill amongst? You know what I'm trying to
You gotta
say?
divide that bill amongst studio,
Artists,
equipment,
A Nicki Minaj,
artists.
a Drake, a Tiger, a Little Twist, the other dark skinned nigga with the dreads that look like Wayne on the low.
the gutters and all that
Yeah,
shit.
like you gotta take that bill to finance all these niggas. And like he's saying, studio, champagne living, hotels, betches,
And
drugs,
he
and more
took
betches.
all that shit and bought a
Venues,
big
all of
ass
it.
house in the middle of a pond. He took that whole shit and then give nobody money. That's why a lot of them artists didn't put out no more music after that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause
cause
he took their funds. He took
the
their
only the
resources.
only
They
ni-
said, fuck this shit,
the
I'm out.
only niggas
That
that
too.
had a career after that shit
Nicki, Drake,
that was in the
and
true
Wayne.
group is Wayne,
Nicki and
Nicki,
Drake.
and Wayne, Nicki, Drake, and Tiger.
Oh yeah, Tiger. Tiger was already on his way down, but then he found a way
Nah,
back.
Tiger, he might be on his way down. People can call him what he want. Tiger is good for making a hit record every year, and nobody could question it.
Yeah,
He
he
makes a
came
hit
back off of
record
that
every
offset shit, but
year.
before the offset feature, he was down. He was going broke.
So how long you say he was down for? 2 years? I'm not giving him no more than three.
2 or 3 years,
Thank you.
he was
Okay,
down.
that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Cause that whole
Because
thing,
2, 3 years is enough time for you to go back in the closet and revamp yourself. People not gonna forget about you.
yeah,
But you gotta come with that, like you said, that offset back to back banger, summertime, stick out your tongue, girls. You gotta come with
the
that.
new look and
Yeah,
everything. Cause he did have to come through with a
oh
whole.
new
He
yes.
rebranded his whole
He went from
self.
the Last Kings to like Rockstar. bitches everywhere flow.
Yeah.
What's my man Hugh
This
Hefner?
nigga,
He really on some Hugh Hefner shit.
yeah,
Pause.
had a whole album
Playboy
with a
Mansion.
tiger
Nah, but
pussy
pause
on
though.
it.
I think he be posting on OnlyFans. Real shit.
Y'all saw the album cover he had with the tiger.
Yeah, that was
With
out
the
of
that
yeah. But like you said, that's the different shit he
man,
had to do in order for you know what I mean.
he stopped.
Relevancy, money,
He
clout,
yeah,
fame.
and he went back to the whole club music shit, but he just
Y'all could
modernized
people
it.
could judge me and say whatever they want and crucify me for this. I don't care. I fuck with Tiger like the Rack City, Last
Oh
King,
yeah,
snapbacks every day. I fuck with that Tiger. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
I'm probably talking 20. I'm probably talking 2009, 2012 shit. I
yeah.
ain't even gonna lie. Like when he was posting shit with Chris Brown, that shit was fire. Like
Ooh, she Wally.
yes.
Yeah, that was
He was
man.
relevant at that time. This was before Kylie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Bitches and marijuana. He had that
Did
shit
Tiger
in a
groom
headlock.
Kylie?
Huh?
Did Tiger groom Kylie?
Nah, that's a whole different
Nah, we ain't gotta talk about it. I'm just asking.
groom.
Groom
I
as
feel like
in
he tried.
he knew what her age was and he didn't do nothing, but he waited.
Well, he waited till she was 18. Yeah. If we looking at it from that point of view, yeah. But
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
it didn't
I'll
stick.
give him that.
It didn't stick through the
Yeah.
Because
way he wanted it though.
even if he didn't do nothing, you groomed, you waited, you kept the vibe there, you kept the friendship, you kept
Yeah,
the community. And I'll bust your ass once you turn 18. That's a wild joint if he said that. I ain't
yeah,
saying he did, but like that type of energy, like
yeah.
Hey,
when you
hey.
turn 18, we gonna really be
It's
able
up.
to. Ah,
That's
that's
up.
grooming.
Good.
That
All I
is.
can say is this. All I can say is this. At least he did that round instead of going on Kelly.
All right, we gotta get off that.
Yeah,
I gotta be
Because
honest.
now we
That's
going
what we
to the
gotta
deep
go
end.
into.
I
We going to
got.
the
I
deep
gotta be
end.
honest with you. I
We
gotta
gotta
be
go into
honest
the
with
I
you.
deep end.
understand what you said,
All right,
but
At
as
least
soon
he
as
did
that
that.
name
All
get
right, if
brought
y'all
up, that's a
saying if
whole.
y'all saying that, then I'm gonna basically say why is Krishan Rock and Blueface not crucified, but they still blame Chris Brown for Rihanna and she has children with ASAP.
Cause the timing,
Man,
man. The
It's
fuck that
Rihanna
timing
shit,
is
fans,
more
nigga.
accept. The
fuck that
timing
shit.
now is more accepting the toxic shit than it was when he did it. When he did that shit, she was America's sweet, America's sweetheart at that fucking
Every
time.
nigga wanted her,
But
Every
and
T
they
Pain,
still
nigga.
do.
So it's like
T
fuck.
Pain was out here saying he fell in love with strippers. So what do you mean
Cause
this
he was
world?
simping.
He was
There's a
he was
difference.
too different. He ain't physically hurting nobody. He was just sipping over
He
bitches.
admitted this shit on his own
Yeah,
Twitch, nigga. He was like, nigga, I was just sipping. I
Nigga
don't give
said
a fuck. Like,
I'm in love with a
nigga.
stripper. He didn't
He didn't say
do
he got
shit
her.
to
He
the
didn't say he
stripper.
fucked behind
He
the
ain't
bar.
vandalized. He
Nothing.
ain't beat the bitch down. Nothing. He said he's just in love with one.
yeah, right.
Chris Brown fucked that bitch up, but I heard that she escalated it first. But that's
Like
neither
let's
him.
Niggas ain't gonna put hands on you
nah.
unless you
Don't say
started it.
no. Don't say that's not neither here nor there because what if y'all driving and she said, "Nigga, you can't sing," and Jeremiah and Neo is better than you for
That's
real,
what I'm
and
saying.
and then spin on him, pussy.
Okay, the spit part is viable
That's
for a
what I'm
But just
saying.
whole
If
imagine.
she
But
rock.
all right,
spit,
You
hold
can't
on,
rock that
hold
shit.
up.
I'm sorry.
Put this all together. You ain't no Michael Jackson, you fake ass nigga. That's why Neo better than you. And I heard Trey Songz fuck your bitch, you pussy, and
Is
spit
there a
on you,
thing?
all right, that's
while you
verbal.
Go
driving.
ahead,
That's
go ahead.
verbal.
While you're driving, the words can get pushed to the side.
All
But if
right.
it was
So
the
y'all don't
spit
give a
part,
fuck. So y'all saying,
the spit part. Oh no, he's all
Yeah,
liable to put
disrespect. Yeah,
hands.
that
all right, time out.
a spit is
All
damn
right,
right
if y'all
disrespect.
saying the words don't matter, okay. What if she's sitting there putting her middle finger, her index finger, plucking this nigga, poking him in the head while
That's
Jefferson
physical
That's
spitting?
contact.
touch.
That's
That's
physical contact. That's
touching.
liable to
Like
get
you
smacked.
bitch ass, you pussy ass nigga, you ain't gonna
If
fucking
he
I'm
do
did,
sorry.
shit.
that's what happened.
While I'm driving,
Go
and my
ahead,
ex
Zal.
decided to do that
I
shit,
want
I'm
to hear
breaking the
this.
If
finger.
that's what the fuck happened, if she doinking me in my head like on some baby boy shit,
Yes.
and I happen to beat the shit out, cause it's gonna happen, I'm gonna beat her ass. But I don't think I'm gonna go that far. But you know what I'm saying? I would explain that
But
shit.
you
She
basically
touched me first.
saying that
Self defense.
if it's all verbal, he violated.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Cause
Sticks and
he could have put
stones,
it if
nigga.
he had he did. I feel like he
What
shouldn't
if
have
he
to.
told her some shit and she said, "Man, fuck you and your dead man"? It's like y'all don't know what she said. Y'all know how low women
Bitches
go.
could
They
go
get
far. I
low. They get
understand that,
low. But
but nigga, you
words.
is a multi-million-dollar making nigga in the car with this man,
Nigga, fuck that
multi-million
money.
dollar
That
bitch.
nigga was young as fuck.
Okay,
He
and what
acted
if
like he
they
was
threw
like
him
John
or what if
Morant age. Look how John Morant acted. He was young as fuck. He was the most popular rapper at that time. Over 30-year-olds, and them niggas was hating on him.
Yes.
He did, but he didn't. I don't feel like he wasn't thinking in that mindset like Zah saying. He wasn't thinking of I'm the most popping trending artist. I'm being compared to Trey Songz and Nia. He didn't give a fuck about none of that. He didn't. If he now
The
that's the more
disrespect got to him.
yes.
That's all it was. It's just the disrespect.
Niggas
We're
don't
men at the
tolerate
end of the day.
disrespect.
Yes.
He felt disrespected no matter what she said. Now, is there ways that he could have did different? Yes, but
I would have put the car in neutral. I thought and let that bitch crash.
yeah,
That's
I was
bad.
about to
I got
say I would have put
I got the money to get another
shit.
car and leave.
I would have just parked on the side of the road and had that bitch get out my car. And if she didn't want to, call the police or some shit. Like, but the full blown beat her ass like how he did, whether she deserve it or not, that's your point. I'm not saying shit. I don't want no feminists coming after me. But I just he
Go
should have
ahead.
did better. He should
Go
have
ahead.
did better. And if she escalated it, she's wrong as fuck for that. But at the end of the day, this is America. They're not gonna look at the woman
This is
like she's
America.
wrong. Like that's just what it is. Whether she escalated, whether she spat on him, whether she did anything, she's wrong for beating the shit out of her, for having her eyes swollen.
All right,
You saw her on Oprah Winfrey, and everybody's like, "Oh."
So let me
Like
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, once I saw
Yeah.
that, I said, "Damn, Chris Brown,
Everybody
he's
He
done.
murdered.
Chris
He
Brown,
murdered.
Chris Brown was
He's
done
murdered.
for the
He
next
was the
5
enemy
years."
of the states.
Yes.
Everybody hated him. Everybody.
Uh,
Publicly, every fucking body. Celebrities
I'm
didn't
gonna
want to touch him.
I'm gonna have to.
For how
I'm gonna have
long?
to.
It lasted for like a couple months, close to a year. Like a lot of people were skeptical about
I'm
Chris
not
Brown.
even gonna
Yes.
say a whole year. I'm gonna say this right
Not a
now
whole
because I
year?
know so many bitches that literally,
Love Chris Brown.
even after he even
I said publicly.
for even being in the car with Rihanna, they were fucking hating Rihanna. They wanted that nigga. They said, I don't care if he hit me. I want him.
I know
They were
bitches that's like that.
like
Delusional.
I know.
I know
And I'm
bitches
saying,
like
I
that.
know.
That said it.
And bro, they boycotted, stomped the yard because that nigga was in all the trailers. The second he died in the first 30 minutes, 150,000 bitches left the theater.
Real shit. He's not lying.
They
He has
left
a
the
point with
theater.
that.
They threw their fucking heels at the glass. They was fucking showing the fuck out. They did what Trump did to the White House.
Yes, they did.
So-
It was really organized chaos with that joint because they manipulated everybody thinking that he was in that movie and he wasn't.
All they showed was the first, like, snippets of the first 30 minutes of the movie. Him sticking his tongue out, him rocking out on the dance floor. That's all they needed to show. They ain't gonna show the bye, Chris. They ain't showing that.
Nope.
They ain't showing that. Oh, and the same thing happened with Take Us. And he lasted most of the movie that time.
Nah, that was bad.
he
That
did.
one was worse than I ain't gonna lie. That was worse
That
in
was
my
messed up.
opinion. That
Yes.
one was worse. Than
But he
what
wasn't
they
in the
did.
trailer as bad as he was
Every
in
movie he
Stone
was
the
in,
Yard.
he always ended up
Dying.
dying. Somehow.
That's so
That's how
weird.
much
That's
they
weird.
hated him. They hated him. The
You wanna know
industry
why?
We're gonna
hated
kill
him.
you. We're gonna kill your character in so many different ways.
And we dare
Damn.
you
Yes.
to say no.
Literally kill your character.
Yes.
And we dare you to say no about not doing this role.
And
We
you wanna
dare you.
know what's funny?
We got 20 mil for you.
He still he got
Just
more
to
than
die
that.
a different way.
Honestly, he got more than that. You wanna know why? Because every one of the movies had at least 3 of his songs in the soundtrack.
And what if they forced him to not? What if they forced him to do the movies? Like, what if he said, "I don't want to do these movies"?
Like, nah, we
But
want to
they-
see you die again.
Yeah.
That could be the case.
That's some sick conspiracy theory shit.
That could be
pressure for
the
you to
that
say
could
no.
be the case.
I'm not gonna lie, that's some sick
But
conspiracy
I'm gonna
theory
use.
shit.
That's
This
fucked
gonna be
up.
the first time I use a timeout. This gonna be the first time I use a timeout in here. And I'm gonna speak this in reality. I see bitches that ain't on Rihanna flow spit on niggas' faces, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say it louder. Spit on niggas' faces. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. As a nigga that has nothing but sisters and a mom, and they all told me this. Both my sisters rock for the LGBTQ community. My mom, straight laced. I'm not even going to counter in that. But they all straight said to my face. Ever since I was young to now. Equal rights, equal fights. She put her hands on you, lay that bitch out. That is literally what I've been told all my life. And I still do not put hands on women to this day. But I promise you, if I got spat on, I would have blacked out. And I'm
The rest is
sorry.
history.
She be in the
After that,
hospital.
yeah,
She be in the hospital. I'm sorry.
It's up after that.
So Zama, man, what's up, bro? What you got on the way?
Man, like I said, we got more reactions. I already just reacted to Lil Durk's new song, All My Life, about an hour ago. Go check that out. And just, yeah, same thing every day, 7 days a week. New content being reacted to by Zah World on YouTube.
We appreciate all y'all, man, and we appreciate everybody that's been watching the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight, man. We appreciate everybody that's been turning that up, man. Everybody like, share, comment, subscribe on all those videos, man. But really turn that video up, man. We want to get that video to 1K as soon as possible, man.
Yes,
Because the
sir.
more y'all, boost the views up, boost the engagement up. You know what I mean? We gonna always be active in our community, man. It helps us, man. We gonna be doing giveaways. Our world doing giveaways, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is just some good energy, man. For real, bro.
Yes,
Follow the
sir.
vibes.
Yes, sir. Please do.
And ring that motherfucking bell.
Ding.
Yeah. Take us out,
Don't
Zama.
It don't cost nothing to show love. So please just show love to what we got going on. And that's it.
And you got anything you want to say to him, man, before we close out, man? Speak a little reality real quick.
All I gotta say to everybody is, do you, not what the next person doing. That's all you can do to survive in this world. Do you, be yourself. Stop trying to chase clout and stop trying to ride everybody's dick.
Word up.
I couldn't say
100%.
Be
that no
yourself.
better, man. Real shit. The three truths in the building, man. Zai World, MJ Talk on the way, man. You dig, you vibing, man. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay aware. Y'all stay safe. And like, man, like my man Zai be saying, like we've been preaching, man. It doesn't cost nothing. It don't cost a thing to show
No
love, man.
love.
Man, go
Not
to
a
Zai
thing.
Mod, go to Zai World, subscribe. Subscribe to Three Truths. Subscribe to Three Connected and Three Truths Live and MJ Talk as well, man. Our Instagrams and social media will be in the description, man. Y'all stay blessed.